Okay, so here's attack 2 of 4 in our war recap from Teutonic Terror that whooped us. This one we're taking a look at a try LavaLoon attempt that failed, and then we'll actually, as a bonus, show you the successful implementation of that same attack by somebody else, so you can compare and contrast the two. If you got time beyond that, you can click on the ungrayed out play buttons. If that doesn't work, you're probably on iOS and just need to wait for the playlist to resume. Otherwise, let's get to the attack. Okay, so here's a DUD. We're going to do the same. Let's pause it. Mirror match type concept. So the DUD will be first, then we'll have a similar attacker come through, same mix and such, 3-star, just slight changes to attack deployments to kind of see how big of a difference just small changes can make. With this attack, he's going to start with a trigger on this Wiz Tower, and I don't think that actually is a bad or a good thing. It's neutral, because I think the Wiz Tower is valuable enough of a target to come in and get it, because it definitely hinders the balloon. So let's keep going. We'll kick it up to 2 for a minute there. And he gets the trigger, so that's good, and he gets the Wiz Tower. So, I don't know, win. Now here we'll pause for a second. And you're like, oh, why are you pausing? Oh my god, please stop. Because notice the flow of the clan castle troops. They're coming this way. And we had the drag unit right here, which is what they're coming for. But yet he drops his stuff here, which is actually in a tangent. What you really want to do is be like right here. And you would drop your witches, witch, and then barbs right here. Barb. Probably 1 or 2 seconds prior to this, right? So then witch is queuing, barbs are getting in position moving forward. They're engaging right about here while your witches spin up behind it. And then you can drop your wizards like this, right? Minor tweak, and the only reason I pointed out is because this attack ends up losing due to time. And one of the things that took up a lot of time was this kill, because it was efficient in terms of the skeletons and witches did their thing, but it took a long time for them to wear through the other witch. And if the wizard timing and placement had been a little better, it might have done better for him. So there we go. So you're still rolling. There's the witches getting hammered. They almost die, so it's kind of close actually. Now it's 2-on-1. And she's fighting for her life, but no. Now here's the other thing. Notice, let's keep going for a second. Notice right here. Pause. So we dropped the king, and the golem was already down for a little while. Actually, I would have thought that the golem would have been down as soon as the golem went down, because you're not really establishing cuts. I didn't see anything happening there. But notice how the jump is here, which makes the guys come this way to get. And I'm assuming he's doing it because he was hoping to get the AD for sure, right? But what that does is allows the queen to be not the core focus of the attack, and she does a lot of damage before going down. If the jump would have been here, you still would have, any queen going in would still strafe and take out that AD and get her, and he would have had quicker access to the queen with the king. It would have gone ding ding right in. So a misplacement of the jump. Now watch how this then causes his troops to struggle. So Golem's in here banging away on the witch's tower, or the Wiz tower. The king dies to the other queen. The queen fights that queen for a while and is now under fire from the cannon. And she never even goes into the jump. So some deployment questions are definitely there. Now this isn't bad. The actual, this should have been down, right? So he was probably planning on this being down. And so he's doing the typical try LavaLoon, which is, you double cap once and single cap another. And then you flow to the other side. So you double cap usually this guy. I'm not sure where he did his double cap, but can I see it? Where? Let's play it again. See if it becomes evident. No, can't tell. But the placement of the rages and such aren't bad, and he had good spread on his loons for the ADs. So I think that part of the attack is working all right. Here, let me unclear that. So here we go. Moving through the mid. You really can't judge at this point because the first part of the attack was broken. And the interesting thing is that he still was really close to 3-starring. He got his loons moved through the base pretty well, and he just ended up running out of time. And he'll get to about here with clearing, and this will be here still. So I would say with another 20 seconds, maybe more than 20 seconds, But if he would have gotten that AD down and moved through, it would have had more units left. So maybe it was just 20 seconds more. Anyway, let's take a look at when the attack worked. Hang on. Alright, this is the working attack. You notice one difference right out of the start is he doesn't try to kill anything. He just does for a very basic trigger. No kill involved. Uses a giant. Save himself 10 slots, which would basically be 2 loons extra. So and that's why I'm like, well, you know. But notice here that his line of movement from his troops and his stuff is much better. See how his barbs out? He's going to engage with the barbs right here. His witches are back. And he hasn't dropped his witches or his whiz yet. And let's clean that off. So he hasn't dropped the witches there, and there are the whizzes, which are perfect, right? Because he's flanking with them. I might have done one here, but this is really good. That one down here might have been a question mark. I would have, like you could tell, I was thinking more here, but it definitely causes him a lot of consternation because he doesn't even see how this guy never even came into focus for them. So if the other guy would have been opposite, would have probably lived a lot longer. So you can see there is a little bit better K1323 for the CC kill. And also notice now here we come with the golem. And notice how his golem is coming right in at the target. Primary objective is the queen. Where are we going to drop the golem? At the queen. Instead of what the other one was right down here. Right? So let's clear that out. So notice the difference. Now watch what happens because he did that. It's taking the same amount of damage. Has a stronger, I will say he did a difference, right? The other guy wanted a max hound. He took a max golem instead. So, one might think, well, at level 1 hounds, I really need to have max hound in there. No, not with level 1 expos. You probably are fine. And one of them, is that one down? I think that one's a down expo. So even that, so it's like probably more important to have really strong defense for this guy. So that was a better choice. And so he's banging away there. Again, I don't know why the pause, although he did do the cut. There, okay, I'll give him that. And he didn't ever need the jump either. So that was the other thing. It's like he consistently is very conservative with jump usage. And he instead used a wall breaker to break that wall, knowing that the queen's walkabout range, if he leaves the golem out, she'll jump out and shoot from here. Which then, if you wall break her, will allow you to take her out. So that's the one that I haven't really mastered yet, to be honest, is knowing when you don't need the jump. Maybe over time we'll figure that one out. Let's keep going. But at this point, he's in there, queen shooting, golem's still alive because it's awesome. Breaks through, blah blah blah. It's banging around. A lot better. Look at this. He also changed direction. He came from the bottom. Never even killed. Oh, that's the other weird thing. Look, never killed an AD. So, right? Because we thought that was a weakness for the first attack. So let's keep going. His hound here gets hammered by mines. Had a lot better, if you notice, the loon placement was pretty good. A little bit cleaner than the first attack. He also is attacking 3. Instead of doubling 1, he went for 3 at the same time. And I guess he's hoping this king's going to take this guy. So let's keep going. Queen's in play. Oh, she shot it. So you see that finally she got it right there? So that's down. The hounds are hovering over this guy. Capping it. One survives. And it works out pretty well. So in actuality, I don't think this attack was perfect. If perfect would have been early identification of this being out, But he didn't do that, and so he instead just focused on, I'm going to hammer 3. Dring. It just happened to get it, but the loons were right there when he got it, so, it was really just the loon's flight time. It's a wasted. he should have been like this more. You know what really helps him out is look at how much of the kill team, the K1323 team, is still alive. 2 wizards, 2 witches. That can clean up a lot of stuff. And I think he ends the attack with like 13 seconds left, something like that. Nice attack. Alright, that wraps up 2 of 4 from this war's recap. If you want to see the others, you can click on the play buttons that aren't grayed out, or if that doesn't work, iOS users, feel free to just wait for the next one to queue up. You just have to go through the intro again. Or you can go out to the site and click them independently. Good luck in your wars. Talk to you soon.